Am I?
I'm Rohan.
I'm an artist, gamer, engineer, and the founder of Controlla. And I've spent my entire life struggling to focus on anything but music. My very first track was a song about chicken that I made on my mom's iPad.
Love my chicken too much, don't take it away. If you try to cross me, I will slap my chicken in your face.
In high school, I used to turn in music videos instead of essays. Believe it or not, that got an A. In college, I pretty much just skipped class and made beats and didn't hang out with anyone unless they wanted to make music. I spent years perfecting my craft, but I never learned how to monetize it. I felt this constant force of the world around me just pushing me to become another brown software engineer. As I began learning more about the industry, I started to see some clear problems that were preventing people like me from making a real living doing what they love. I'm sure you've heard that the top 1% of artists make 90% of the revenue in streaming. But what's even more concerning is that only 0.4% of artists can actually make a living from streaming revenue. It's clear to me that we need more revenue streams as music creators, and streaming is not the answer. Streaming is like air. Ubiquitous, but free for all. Important, but not rare. I've seen the Web3 music space explode these past few years with tons of projects aiming at adding artificial scarcity and new levels of engagement for artists to monetize their superfans. It's come a long way since 2013 when I begged my dad to mine Bitcoin. He said no. But let's take a step back and address the root of the problem. The recorded music industry makes less revenue than every other form of media, including books, movies, and games. Now, NFTs are a great approach for removing middlemen and giving fans new ways to support their favorite artists. But it doesn't really change the value of music to most people. It decreases the supply in hopes of increasing demand. But what can we do to increase the demand directly? The only solution is a new, more engaging format of consuming music. It's been exactly 1 year since I started Controlla. I created the first AR MIDI controller for your phone and quickly learned that this new way of manipulating sound is actually well suited for music lovers and not just music creators. Our mission is to help more artists make a living from music. Not from streaming, but from games, collaboration, and audience participation. People have become accustomed to interactive forms of media where they can influence and participate in the experience that they have. We're building a platform for artists to transform their songs into games that let fans remix the music. Pretty soon, you won't have to be as big as Ariana Grande to put on an immersive experience for your fans. You could log on, upload stems, customize your game, and start sharing it with fans to create remixes, mashups, and memes. The format of music that we rely on hasn't changed in decades, but the culture around how we consume it has already evolved. If you told a label in the 70s that the best way to get your track to go viral is to add meme sounds to it, they'd probably think you're talking about the influenza. Because this world of sharing and collaboration didn't exist back then. Follow along to help us build the future of music.